Good morning again. It is April 2nd, 2019, and it's now 9:55 a.m. I got an insight. I was just reading a book called The Celestine Prophecies. I read a chapter, and then I walked away to go about with my day. And as I was washing the dishes and other things, something came to me, an insight. I started daydreaming about a character, a type of character of an ignorant man. To some would sound a little foolish or stupid. A type of man who is in total darkness and ignorance. Ignorance of self. And is candidly asking questions to the universe. Questions that disempower him. It's like someone saying, I don't know my name. And sometimes this archetype individual will pop in my mind. And even in the book that I'm reading, The Celestine Prophecies, it talks about imagination and about certain insights that we're to grasp onto, the universe talking to us. And I think this archetype is really a reflection about myself. Sometimes I walk around in life, I'm groping the walls, so to speak, feel blinded. And why the archetype image is irritating to me is because of lack of awareness. What I got out of that, when you start asking, it's like, what's this or what's that or how come? And I realized in this insight that the answer is in you. And that we have to get to know ourselves. We have to be centered in ourselves. We have to be comfortable in our own bodies, in our own skin. And I think once you really are in tune with yourself, yes, we're always going to have questions in life. And when we seek out the answers to these questions, it does build us up. But I realize in this insight that the answer is in us, and that the more we get to learn about ourselves and comfortable in ourselves, the Godhood we receive, the mastering of ourselves is the mastering of our own Godhood. We are all gods of ourselves. But what happens in life is that some people don't want to take the responsibility of getting to know themselves, to discipline oneself. I'm not talking about flagellation, when you beat yourself up with a whip. No, I'm talking about taking personal responsibility. And once that is mastered, there's always a growth process, always a next step, but it's the mastering of oneself is what brings about this perfection of Godhood within us. Godhood doesn't mean to dominate over other people. See, that's the misconception. Godhood is about ourselves. Because if God is, God cannot be separate from itself. So we are all part of the Godhood. And expressions of that Godity, that self-awareness. But when people or societies don't want to take this responsibility of getting to know themselves, then they try to control others. Enslavement. They don't realize that they can get the answers themselves. So they take it out on others and impose on others. They don't get any farther with their own evolution, so to speak. They stay in the same position, but they think they advance because they are abusing or oppressing someone else. So, the goal is to get to know oneself and grow from that. The Godhood is in you, and that is something to celebrate. So this is just food for thought. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.